Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm back with another message, and the title of this video is going to be Twin Flames, Spring Cleaning and Deep Healing to easily move from fantasy into reality. Big themes in the collective over the last few weeks have been family healing and moving deeper into communication. And the two are so intimately connected. It's now time to go deeper. Deeper in being authentic and communicating clearly with our beloved. It's also a great time to celebrate how far one has come. For example, when going deeper, one may have encountered some very old feelings, emotions of, say, anxiety or anger that have been stuffed down for a very long time, years, decades. And as it comes up to be cleared, it may bring back memories when those bad feelings were normal and routine. How times have changed. It's easy to forget how things used to be. Claim back your power in this place. You know, and the divine knows the divine truth, who you are. Allow the divine to lead you into your true authenticity and true power. Always the divine leads. Our will is a reflection of divine will. And going back to the family healing, your family will show you the wounded places and where it hasn't felt divine, and bring divine love there. Because what does anything not divine do in the presence of something that's divine? It dissolves. And as you heal those places, all your relationships will improve as you seal up the energy leaks. And energy leaks often manifest as third parties, and any area where we're compromising in any way can cause this because it's a misalignment. When these places are realigned and you support yourself in all areas, it allows the alignment to stay in place and not become misaligned again. It's just places in your consciousness that require love, so show up for yourself in this way. You're transmuting the lower energies. You're raising the vibration to the frequency of love. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only transform. So transform that stagnancy into flow. Release that stagnancy. Emotion is energy in motion. Access and release these places. Choose to feel physical comfort and emotional comfort. Harmonious union comes from peace and stillness, and the road to union is paved with joy, which comes from peace. You're one with love, and any feelings of abandonments and experiences of separation were just an illusion. Stay present with yourself. You can let go of the illusion. Let go of all the misalignments deep in the core of you. There may be layers of this to move through, and that's okay. You'll find the peace inside, peace at the core. No need to rush the process. Also, be mindful of habitual fear, assuming the worst case scenario as a default reaction. There is no need to go straight to the fearful place instead of really looking at what you're being shown. It's often far better than you expected or anticipated. It's a choice in consciousness, going to the fear, even if it's not what's really happening. It's like when a letter lands on your doorstep and you don't want to open it in case it's a bill and it turns out to be a tax rebate. Upgraded connections of all kinds are also a theme at the moment. This is experienced as one goes deeper into clearing blocks about expressing themselves and who one really is without skirting around the core issue. It can be very common, a pattern to be afraid to express one's love to their twin flame out of a fear that it won't be received and actively rejected. The desire is to express love, but who is the one whom your love is ever given to? It's the divine. The divine is never going to throw your love back at you. You're only ever loving God. Choose only for love to be real. It's safe to express love when you feel it, and likewise it's also safe to not express it when you don't feel it, because then that just perpetuates the misaligned belief that love is not real. Choose to rid yourself of these patterns for good before harmonious union, because you don't want to take them with you into your union. Blocks will come up after harmonious union, but the more we do the spiritual work, the more we heal, and it's just you and God and your twin flame, one and the same, in a state of far greater peace, the only things that will never come to pass. Harmonious union comes from a state of peace that comes from knowing that love won't leave ever. It doesn't matter if you don't know what your twin flame is doing or moving through right now. If you're moving onwards and upwards, they will be moving in parallel, but it'll always look a little different. They're their own individual, but the same blueprint. What you needed to see, if you needed to see what was happening with them right now, you'd be shown. The divine knows what's happening, and if it really was to be a benefit to show you the details of what's going on with them, with your person at the moment, the divine would show you. God is compassionate and will provide the nicest journey for you. It's always manifesting. You're stepping into your own power. You're doing everything that you're called to do. You're following your guidance. You are where your twin flame's heart is at. You belong there, and you've always been worthy. You could never not be in their heart. It's the natural order, just like the sun rising every day. It's divine truth, and you can't make any lie the truth. No one can change the truth, even if they believe otherwise. There are practices and meditations where one can recreate an unhappy childhood experience and replace it with the vibration of a happy childhood. That's not a lie as such, because all one is doing there is bringing God into all of these places where we thought that God wasn't. That's saying that love is real. Even in the places one didn't believe it, the divine way is always the true way. The way of love is never a lie. It's the same with your union. We never have to lie our way into our union. It's the other way around. We arrive at our union by speaking truth. You've come such a long way. There's no point how far, or trying to quantify how far one has come, because it's impossible to be able to measure it. Just keep going. Everything will come into alignment physically and emotionally and spiritually in a harmonious union. Your authenticity is beautiful. The connection to God becomes more real. Let go of living an uncomfortable life, whether physically or emotionally. Let go of settling for less in any area. Have a clear out of your wardrobe. Your whole life wants to be supporting you. Take steps to fix anything that doesn't feel good. As your vibration rises, your tolerance for anything that doesn't feel good will go right down. We're taking steps to eliminate low frequency energies and the things that don't feel good. You move deeper into peace, and your whole environment will become conducive to peace. If it becomes more aesthetically pleasing, it's a very good sign vibrationally. You'll find that your tolerance goes right down regarding things in your home environment that don't feel good, and don't settle for the way things are. Take steps to improve them, or you won't be settling for the way certain things are, because your tolerance of those things will be going right down. So rephrase that bit. This has been an ongoing theme that's been building for some weeks now. Get rid of your old clothes, reduce or replace them, get some quality bits and pieces, work through the feelings associated with what you get rid of. Feel how good it does to let the old energy go. Make your workspace a comfortable environment, conducive to productivity and creativity. Go into the finer details. Yeah, my phone charger's finally arrived. I've been going on about these for a while. And they're red. Yeah, Notice how one has been leaking energy in all these little ways by compromising, by having chargers that were getting a bit old, for example. Really enjoy the flow and movement of the energy as you make changes. Some of the energies and feelings stirred will relate directly to your twin flame and your journey and the memories and upsets that occurred. You don't need to communicate these upsets to them, just take responsibility for them. They only affect you. Your twin flame doesn't care about your upsets, he just wants you to heal them. He or she just wants you to heal them. The reason there may be a tendency to want to communicate upsets is because we want the other person to change, and that's a form of manipulation or even emotional blackmail, to put it bluntly. That's a pattern that we might have picked up from our parents, say, when they say stop doing that or I'll be upset or I'll be annoyed, instead of healing that annoyance in themselves. And likewise, one may feel the urge to say to their twin flame, stop not loving me because you're hurting me. The wound was already present all along. They're just pointing it out by triggering you there. Bring all the love you need to that place. And remember, you don't have to be perfect to have your harmonious union, so you don't need to aim for perfection. You're fully acceptable now to your person. You always were perfect. This work that I'm sharing, it's not about becoming more perfect, it's about becoming more authentic. It's about becoming more aware of who you always were. Harmonious union is just an awareness, even at the start of the journey. There is always going to be stuff to work through and heal, but harmonious union is being ready to be aware. Reassure yourself of this. You are your twin flame. Commit to yourself. Choose that marriage for all eternity. Give yourself the love you need, the patience, the tenderness, the sweetness. It doesn't come from the outside, it doesn't come from your twin flame, but the divinity within us. And then your twin flame can reflect that to you, but only when it's given to you by yourself. They can't do anything for you that you don't do yourself. They can only reflect back what you've given yourself. One way that some people romance and love themselves, maybe by fantasizing and daydreaming, and that's great. But if it's a favourite form of entertainment for you, it's time to become more authentic in this place and move out of fantasy and into reality. Fact, not fiction. To quote my own Divine Masculine, that's what we're aiming for here. As you tweak and fine-tune your living and working environment, there's movement in everything you're doing. You move into alignment of physical, grounded reality. It will be conducive to fantasy and the flow of sexual energy through your being. Misalignment is not normally helpful in this area. It causes stagnation. Be mindful of the intentions behind your fantasies, because sex to get high is different to doing it for love. Misaligned energies in this area will manifest as feeling stuck in a stagnant waiting place. Twin flames may enliven their partners in this way and then pull away and withdraw that energy, leaving their partners in the doldrums. If you were accessing the divine through the connection with your twin flame, like when one accesses God when they open their heart to someone as their source, eventually that never feels good, because that person will inevitably disappear if you make a human being your source. Your twin flame is not your source. God is. Invite God to bring everything back to life. This connection is within you, and no person, not even a twin flame, can take that away from you. This connection is through the loving of yourself, or through the loving of your own body, by yourself or with somebody else being present. By making your twin flame the source of that, you're going to have problems. You already have all the love, all the sexuality and flow you could ever wish for, the love of you within you. You already have all the lovability and desirability within you. You don't need anyone else to show you that. Even if it's not obvious and you have to dig around a little to find yourself at the core, the authentic version of you, allow the divine to lead you here with this. Your twin flame is not sitting over there thinking this or that. They're just living their life, working through their own problems, they may still not have the awareness of you as their person or the love that they're seeking. But that's okay, because it really doesn't matter what the bloody hell they're doing or who they think their twin flame is, because simply it's your choice to heal that leads the two of you together. Whatever comes up in your reality, even if it's the neighbour's dog getting under the fence and running around in the garden, if it provokes healing, that's great. You end up finding yourselves in front of each other, and there isn't any other way to go. Check in, feel into it, and see where your person is continuing to line up with your core values and your passions. Only you can do that in your heart. Keep checking in about how you feel about them, how everything feels, even the unpleasant bits as you progress. Sorry, I had rather a big lunch. Everything is speeding up and becoming easier. Healing is becoming easier. Just keep going. You really have got this. Oof. Oh, that was a bit of a wave of energy there. I think that feels pretty complete. Well, on that note, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or night or wherever you are or whatever you're doing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.